I was living in a group home called the Carmel Hotel. One of the main counselor over there uh, keep, uh, pull me aside, tell me I gonna fuck and torture your case manager, you know. But I hear that. Look at him and keep walking. Don't react. Keep walking. Like something happened. The later on that they call the police. Um, Put me in a psychiatric place that I was supposed to ever get out of there, because that was like for people we really did problems. They're supposed to don't get out of there. Like 3 days later, I was out because obviously I'm not that kind of person. I was. They, what are you doing here? I don't know. I don't know. Like, you see who is around here? Yeah, but they sent me here. You know, and 3 days later, I was out. When they saw me around there, they were surprised. Well, uh, the thing is that I had to leave town because they put me all kind of restraining orders around there, so I cannot go eat or do anything in that town. So I had to leave. So I took up to San Francisco. In San Francisco, l- later, I spent 1, 2, 3 months. Um, Weird stories started happening to me. Um, I was subject of something called gun stalking. I just found out about it thanks to my initial thirst for learning. I learn all kind of stuff. But I came across oh, with a video that talk about gun stalking and was telling everything that I've been through. Micro radio harmful microactive uh, microwave, a particle technology that is incredible. It's some particle that they put inside of you, um, make a, a they solidify and pull it out, and they can, if they put it in your spine like they have done to me, they can paralyze you. But I'm pretty curious and try a lot of things. I managed to learn how to take it out, because those particles, for they to be effective and move it around, is had to be a pretty specific frequency. That if you move a little bit further or something like that, just don't want to work. That I found out that when they were pulling out, if I get behind a flat surface and jiggle my body, you know, the same energy that they used to pull it out, break it out, and they go out. I just found that out. Man, they started doing that to me, to the point that they saw there was no effective, so they stopped. They did many things. Man, I learned that they do all that and they put that pressure on you, so you take your own life. They put so much pressure that you just can't take it off. For 4 days straight, they was persecuting me with drones, non-stop, um, no sleep, 4 days straight. Um, I was wondering how long they can keep that on, because I'm having fun as fuck, moving around and trying to, get out of the way of all that shit. I was having a blast to the point that I miss it. You know, I miss all that person. I miss it. I see, why are you doing that anymore? It was up to me, because I do not know what was going on. But my curious mind was making sense of all this, and in me trying to make sense of everything. Uh, I was just curious, what the fuck? Why spend so much resources, time, uh, in doing this? It's making no sense. They haven't killed me yet, but they put in a pressure that I just don't understand. And they don't know that I love to be under pressure. I love pressure. Like, man, I love so much pressure that growing up, I ever studied only a week before the final test because I put so much pressure on me on learning. I always pass. I learned to love pressure. So I was enjoying that experience to the point that I miss it. I don't know why they're not doing it right now, but I got to find out that they do that. So you just get crazy and take your own life. They use ventriloquist, uh, some kind of this is a really old technology where they direct sounds to your head, um, and you start hearing people. But I know myself. I know myself. I say I do not suffer from hallucinations, and this is that technology. This is that technology that I know about a long time ago. Um, um, you know, I leave it there. 3 days, those voices straight, non-stop. But I was playing with them. Motherfuckers, bitches, take a vacation. Leave me alone. Until they did it. They saw that I was just interacting with them instead of going crazy. Because if you know yourself, you know that some external forces are provoking your situation. So it's not generating from your psyche. I mean, I know myself. Um, I was going through all that, uh, and they stopped, and I miss it now. But I don't know. Hopefully, they do everything else. Work in the park. I really love it. So no point. They not success in the thing. Oh, they use the police. Oh, anybody. Those people. They use all the agencies. Hundreds of people everywhere. I went to jail in San Francisco, and I already, for the first time, I already have uh, antecedents like saying that I was a child molester and I was persecuted for that. But the first time that I moved to San Francisco, when all this happened, a a policeman, I don't know where it came, brother, we're going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. And they did. They found out that all that was a lie. That I ever had charged or no, or none of that. They even charged me with cocaine trafficking from one year to another. What the fuck? You know? And they saw that and said, bullshit. We know that not happening. I don't care if they, take care or no, or who did that. But I don't give a fuck. That's not my problem. Another thing that happened to me when I was in jail, they handcuffed me. Put an email to beat me up to the point that he break his two hands in my face. It's like a fuck. And the guys that did that, they all were a friend of mine. One was my football coach in the Dominican Republic, and friends that I went to school with. They actually they were working there. But that's a cultural thing. If you are a child molester, you're gonna get a fucking beat up when if you do something like that. But it was not real. And when all that happened, what I did, because I knew that they were using them, because we lies, did that to me. I just laugh. I just laugh. We all fuck up is laughing of them, or how people use them, how stupid they are to let them use them like that. Like I just laugh, and they say, "And you laughing?" I say, Mother, I know what's going on. I don't want to see nothing else. They're using you. So I had no other option than laugh at you for doing this. You know, what are you gonna do? Cry? I laughed. It was surprising when I all fuck out laughing, but no, nothing else. And I went through all that. I know the person that held grudges, get frustrated with all that experience. No, because I approach everything with a question mark. Um, um, every experience to me helped me to grow. Uh, um, they keep me entertained. Amen. Whoever was doing that, hopefully they laugh or have their thing or whatever. But I have fun. I appreciate it. I'm gonna thank those guys who did that to me and treat me that way because, man, I have a lot of fun. You know, going through Sacramento, Sacramento to LA for months. You know, I even had to cross the border to Mexico and see they leave me alone. They leave me alone. I went 32 miles in and out. I was in peace for a little bit, but I got to miss it and come back and same shit. Okay, hundreds of people. It's incredible. Uh, but thank you. You know, I found out what it was and what was the point. I was just having a blast. For to real, I don't know. I'm the weirdest person that I know. I was having a blast. You know, wonder why they was doing that. You know, but a blast, beautiful technology, something that I don't know if I can talk about it, but fuck, I have a blast. Whoever did it, thank you.